This is my next oil change. Well, that's what I was planning on doing. However, I'm kind of looking at it and I'm going to give it some thought and I'm going to talk about some stuff with you guys. And then of course it's going to open up the whole conversation with you guys because there's a lot of people out there that know more about oil than I do. Now, if you follow the channel, you know that I am a strong believer of just using straight up AC Delco Dexos D engine oil. I don't believe there's anything wrong with that. I have oil samples right here that show. We're going to get into some viscosity things. However, this is Hot Shot's secret new. It's a 0W20. Says that it meets Dexos D. It does not have the Dexos D certification, so it's kind of like AMSOIL where they say, hey, we meet Dexos D certifications, so we're good for your truck. Now, they also have this on here. I didn't see this until I actually got these bottles. If you go online, you can see it says GM Duramax 3.0 formula, but they must have revised it to add this 2.7, which as we all know, there is no 2.7 GM Duramax. There is a 2.8, however, but that's a 5W30 engine oil. But we're going to ignore that minor issue right there. Of course, you're probably wondering, why didn't you just go with the Mobile One that everybody else seems to be going with right now? Obviously, AMSOIL is a huge one. So I've got some printouts here. And basically, this is my oil sample from my AC Delco. I had 7,700 miles on it. And right here, we've got viscosity at 210 degrees. We have a CST viscosity at 100 degrees Celsius, 8.63. You can see that right there. Now we're going to compare that. Keep in mind, this is used AC Delco oil. Here is our Mobile One 100C at 7.9, and that is a new oil testing right there. And then we've got kinematic viscosity at 100C, 8.9 for the AMSOIL. And now the Hot Shots comes in at viscosity 100C, 8.83. So it's right up there with the AMSOIL. It's a little bit thicker than the Mobile One is. I don't like how thin the Mobile One is. 100 degrees Celsius, 210 degrees. We know our engine oil runs around 200 to 250. And so this is the thinnest. The Mobile One is the thinnest of all of them. Again, like I said, 100C for AC Delco sitting at 8.63. Again, that's a used oil, and viscosity can go down with heat. So the AC Delco actually looks pretty good. Now, if you go on to DuramaxNews.com, you can see a full breakdown where I have a lot of samples all compared with each other. But we won't get into that too much more because an oil debate, it can get ugly. So I did pay $35.99 for each gallon. So we're at $72 that was shipped. Obviously, I crossed off some things here so we don't share information. What are you guys thinking about this Hot Shots oil? I mean, it looks really thin, but it's in a clear bottle. 0.20 is really thin as it is. It is made by Lubrication Specialties, which is the owner of Hot Shot Secret. And there's another company that owns Lubrication Specialties called Gold Eagle. And I did do a little bit of research on them, but I couldn't really find anything besides additives. Now, there is a FR3 nanotechnology additive in here. So, I don't know. What are you guys thinking on the oil? Should we just stick with AC Delco? The AMSOIL lovers are going to say AMSOIL. Mobile One is the new one. People are using it more frequently. It's available for about 30 bucks a gallon is what I've seen, which is a good deal. However, I only paid $35.99 for this. You need to use the correct oil. So if you're doing your own maintenance, here's what you need to do. Follow, this is all in the owner's manual. This is online, Chevrolet.com. It's super easy to find, but you just need to keep track of your maintenance records, staple your receipts to the paper, or just have a folder. But that's how you maintain your own vehicle. Now, obviously, you don't have to use a PPE oil filter. I've got a bunch of videos on oil filters where I cut them down. We take a look inside, see what is all in the internals, and I've got a couple favorites. This one obviously is my number one. My number two is the STP filter, and number three, well, watch the videos and you can go ahead and check it out. Highly recommend getting a new drain plug with a magnet on it. That's going to come in handy. Plus the head is larger. You'll see in one of my upcoming oil change videos why that's going to come in handy. So what are you thinking? Should I run this? Should we run this and then do another test? Or should we go with this? Should I just stick with the AC Delco?